Hello again. You're welcome again to the second unit in this course, EXE 409 Extension and Community Engineering Professional Ethics. We continue with Unit 2, the concept of community social engineering. Efforts of people to improve the lives of human beings has been as old as mankind, as long as mankind has been available. Mankind has always been seeking to improve people's lives. Nobody wants to see people suffer, and so all over the world, everybody's trying to overcome poverty in one way or the other. And this is done under the term community development, kind of, where people try to improve the community lifestyle of people, the rural people mostly, you know, and all. So there's been different models of this community development, how to go about it, and many things. And under that is where we're having the concept of community social engineering. Engineering as a word is when you try to make things work. The word engineer, like engineer something, make it work, fix. Kind of fixing something. So it was introduced by the Dutch industrialist J.C. van Maken in 1894. And the notion was that modern employers needed specialists in handling human challenges. Humans are the most difficult people to manage, like you must have heard. It was easy to manage equipment. They don't talk, they don't complain, they don't have needs, kind of, but humans are that way. So there was problem why they could handle men, the other things they couldn't handle men. So the concept fell in disuse when a book was published, The Social Engineer, in 1911. In the US, the usage of the term was launched again, and people have a problem with this concept in terms of, it's like you are trying to say you want to engineer people like non-humans, make them do something, make them become something without their own personal input. Like social engineering is mostly used as a quick fix method by government policymakers to help community and help development through their own ways, more of a top-down kind of a process where they just come in and say, "Oh, this is what this community needs. This is what we have to do to make it work. We have to, engineer this, put this in and that, and all those things." So a lot of things has been going on within that. So but well, it became associated in 21st century because a lot of kickbacks against it into social engineering and sorry, I mean digital communication strategies and cyber hacking, which is more non-human kind of a thing. Yeah. So social engineering kind of use the input output model where you do this in the community, you get this back. You know. So the input model is to bring about behavioral change in communities, form of health, maybe like health, improve livelihood, finances, or maybe childbirth and all those things. So it's more like you do this, you give them more land, they produce more, or you give them medical center, they are healthy, those kind of things, which really works, but somehow it creates a false impression of that you can predetermine and anticipate outcome based on input when it comes to issue of human being and community. But you and I know that that doesn't really work that way. You can't just use input output. Giving farmers seeds to farm doesn't mean they are going to farm more. Other things could be in place. They could take it and like I've experienced, sit down in their houses to, they could do anything with the seed. They could sell it to other people. Humans have different motives and different needs and everything. So the concept of social engineering has been criticized. But the truth is, you can actually engineer things socially if you involve the people. Engineering as it pertains to Agricultural extension is not you know kind of just doing things without the people. Agricultural extension starts with the people. That's one of the principles of agricultural extension. Starts where the people are, carries the people along, knows that the people have a knowledge that they too need to share. People are participants. They are part of the process. They are not just observers or receivers. So that's where they get it wrong. But in agricultural extension, we are teaching this because you can engineer by putting in agricultural extension practices of engaging people and carrying them along. Because people have been making mistakes. Three basic mistakes they've been making when trying to identify community projects is they do the wrong projects because they assume, that these people need light. They're in darkness, they need light because of where you are coming from, there's light. It may not be that they need light, actually. They may need other things, assume they need grinding machine. If they can grind, they won't be working too much, trekking. No, 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 no. It starts with the people. So that can be a mistake. Then other mistakes would be the right project, doing it too early before the people are ready for such a change, or doing the right project too late when they are tired of it and they're not in need. There are points where people just get tired when you do like, what's the need? Because you are dealing with people. So a successful project is a project that is at the right time, the right project at the right time. And that can only come by carrying people along. So a successful community development practitioner is a timing artist to know when to do what to do, and when to do it in a community by working with the people. So community social engineering for to an extension person is rooted in improving the lives of people by carrying the people along. So whether it's community development is all to improve the life of people. So social engineering is in community development, they are together. It's about the way you do it. So the input and output model is not really what we should use, as an extension personnel. Which should you use? Is it social engineering, community development? No, no, no. It's more about how you go about it as a person, how you interact with the people. We have principles in extension. You have to first, start with the people, their problem by knowing their needs. That's why we do needs assessment and all. Know their needs, start from their needs and carry them along in the development of that solution. It has to be collaborative, it has to be community driven and all that. So this is not the cause for all that, but it's so that you understand this thing. So the extension personnel should not just from the outside determine what people want and engineer it, but work with the people to determine what they want and help them to solve their problem. That's extension. Okay, so that's that for social engineering. It's just to understand the concept of it, and these are the resources for it. You can check it out online and read more. But quickly, I'll take Unit 3, which is gender integration into community social engineering process. There's not much to say about this except that we need to consider gender when doing the process of social engineering, that's community engineering process. We have to ensure that everybody is carried along, not just the leaders alone, not just the males alone, not just the females, but everyone in the community, which are represented by these three categories: the males, the females, the youths. As in our own locality here in Nigeria, there are many other gender categories which we don't consider here. You know, for now, male, female, and youths are well represented. They represent every group of persons in our own local environment. You go outside the developed world, they have other categories, transgender and all that, but we don't do that. So you must ensure that they are all represented. The males are represented, the females are represented, the youths are represented in whatever you are engaging with the community. Else, any of these groups who are represented being exempted may not make the projects come out well. So that's it for this module, this unit 2 and 3. The next video you see unit 4 down to 7. Thank you.